Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a puzzle genre called Tapa Islands puzzle. So this puzzle has been was featured on the TVC contest Tapa variant contest 6th series authored by Serkan Yürekli. And this puzzle genre is a Tapa variant puzzle, right? So we have already covered many Tapa variants on our channel, and this is one of the other Tapa variant which is featured on the upcoming contest TVC 22 on LMI, Logic Masters India, organized on LMI. So all the puzzles are constructed by Turkey authors, and I highly recommend you to give the contest. Being a test solver of the whole set, I was really surprised by the quality, and it's an excellent quality. So I highly recommend you to give the contest. I'll add the link in the description below the contest page. And so I thought of covering a video on the Tapa Islands puzzle that is being featured on the upcoming contest. So today's motive is to cover all the possible techniques that you can see in the Tapa Islands puzzle, right? And now coming on to this genre. So before going to the puzzle, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below, and we'll surely make a video on it. And now coming on to this puzzle. So as you already know the Tapa puzzle, so the rules of Tapa puzzle are: you have to shade some cells black, some white cells black in such a way that all the clue cells are unshaded, right? And you have to shade some white cells black in such a way that all the black cells in the grid are connected to each other, and there can never be a 2 into 2 group of all cells black. And the clues indicates the number of shaded cells in the surrounding 8 cells. So if there is 6 here, out of the 8 cells, 6 cells will be continuously shaded. So continuous cells, the clue indicates the number of continuous cells shaded in the surrounding 8 cells. So if there are 2 numbers in a cell, so if there are 2 clues in a cell, which means that you will have at least one white cell in between the continuous 2 group of shaded cells to differentiate between the 2 group of shaded cells, right? So if you have 1 and 4, it means you will have one shaded cell and then a white cell in between and another 4 shaded cells. Just to differentiate that, you have 2 groups of shaded cells. Same way if you have 3, the same thing works like this, and you have 3 groups of shaded cells in and a white cell in between all the groups to differentiate, right? And now what is a Tapa island? So there is additional rule in this puzzle is that all the white islands, so there will be a few islands in it. So a group of white cells surrounded by the black cells in such a way that each group will have at most one clue, right? So you cannot have a group of white cells having 2 clues, and the number of white cells in that group will be indicated by the number indicated in the clue. So for example, if you have 6 here and you have fulfilled the 6th Tapa clue, then the group clue will have to be fulfilled, and which means that you have formed an island here or white cells, and the number of white cells will have to be equal to the number that is inside the group of white cells, the clue, right? So there shouldn't be a necessary that each group will have one number. There might be some groups of white cells without a number, but whenever you have a number in the group, it should have the number of white cells in that, right? And okay, so that is what the puzzle says. And if you have 2 numbers in a cell, in a clue, any one of the numbers will have to be fulfilled with the group, so with the island. So the number of cells in the number of white cells in that group will have to be fulfilled by one of the numbers, not both but one. So if you have 2 and 4, either one of the 2 or 4 will have to be fulfilled with the group of white cells, right? So with that, we'll start solving this puzzle. And so the tips here in this puzzle are: whenever you have a 7 clue, all the corner cells will always have to be shaded. That is the most important thing in the Tapa Island puzzle. So we already know about the 3 clue, right? So the common cell for the 3 will have to be this cell, which has to be shaded. For the 7, always corner cells will have to be shaded in a Tapa Island puzzle, particularly in a Tapa Island puzzle. So what happens if you don't have the corner cells shaded? You won't be able to form the island of 7 white cells. So this clue will also have to be fulfilled with the island group, right? Island clue or island constraint, just like in a Nurikabe puzzle. So this will have to have 7 white cells as a group of white cells surrounding by the black cells, which will not be possible, right? So which means that you need to have corner cells always shaded for the 7 clue, right? So this 3 is fulfilled, and as the 3 is fulfilled, the 3 for the island is also fulfilled. You have 3 unshaded cells, right? 3 white cells in that island, so this will have to be a shaded cell. You cannot have one more white cell. You will have 4 unshaded cells and you have only 3 as the number here, right? So this is one of the most important logic here with the 7. Next comes with the 3 and 3. So whenever you have a 3 and 3 clue, same way these 4 cells will always have to be shaded. The corner cells in the 3 and 3 clue will also have to be shaded. What happens if you unshade this cell? If I unshade one of the corner cells, all the other 3 by 3 will be fulfilled and you have only one cell unshaded in the as the island constraint, which is not possible, right? So the 3 by 3 Tapa clue is fulfilled but not the island constraint, which means that all these 4 cells will have to be shaded. That is the next important logic here. The third important logic I see in this particular puzzle is that 2-3 clue. For a 2-3 clue, the 3 shaded cells can never be vertical or horizontal. And this was very important logic in this puzzle, especially because, so what happens if you have 3 shaded cells horizontally or vertically? What happens here is that you have 3 unshaded cells that are already formed and you cannot form any more unshaded cells, and you have 3-3 clue here. Again, for the 2-3 clue, you have 3-3 shaded cells, which is not possible, right? So whenever you have a 2-3 clue in a Tapa Island puzzle, you can make sure that you can never have a 3 unshaded cells continuous in a horizontal or a vertical way, which means that this cell will never be unshaded now, because if you unshade this cell, you will have 3 the shaded cells will have to come out and you have 3 shaded cells in a straight line. So this will have to be shaded, and which means that this will have to be unshaded now. Again, the same logic, right? So, and we already know that whenever you have a 2-3 clue and if you have one cell as unshaded, the second cell from that direction in the surrounding 8 cells will have to be shaded. So if this is unshaded, you cannot form the 2-3 clue or you cannot fulfill the 2-3 clue, right? And for the 5 now, this will have to be shaded, because if this is unshaded, you cannot form the 5 clue now. You will have 2 groups of shaded cells. So the 3-3 is also done, and you have one of the clues fulfilled in the as the island constraint. So this is unshaded, this is unshaded, this is shaded, and this cannot be shaded for the 2-3 clue now, because again you will have so as you can see here, you already have 3 unshaded cells in that group, so all the others will have to be shaded for the 2-3 clue, right? So one of the constraint is already fulfilled, one of the clue is already fulfilled for the island group. And for the 7 now, if you shade this cell, you cannot have 7 cells unshaded in the island constraint, so this will have to be shaded and the unshaded cells will have to come out now. And as you can see here, the unshaded cells cannot go from above 1 2 3 4 5 6. You need one more cell here, so this is unshaded. And the other thing that you see in this puzzle is that whenever 2 unshaded cells or 2 group of unshaded cells are touching each other, having each group having one clue already given, so that will have to be that they cannot touch each other, right? So you cannot you make sure that 2 group of unshaded cells cannot touch each other if they if both the groups have one of the clues in it, right? So if you unshade this, you will have a group of white cells having 2 clues, not possible. You will have only one clue, at most one clue. So which means that this will have to go up, this will have to go up, this will be shaded for the 2-4 clue. So these are the basic things that I see in a Tapa puzzle. It helps me to solve faster. So the more you solve a Tapa puzzle, the more you get into such logics that this will have to be shaded. These are the common things that comes into the play, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this will have to be 7 at least. So you shade this cell and unshade this cell. So you have 7 unshaded cells in this island. And for the 2-4 clue, this will have to come out, this will come out. Okay, so let's see if there is anything else. You have 5 cells already shaded for the 4 cells already shaded for the 5 clue. The 5th cell will either be this or this, so both of these will be unshaded, right? And anything else? Okay, so again I see somewhere something here is that if this is shaded, this will be shaded, and this group of shaded cell cannot go out now, not possible, right? So this is unshaded, and which means that this is sorry, so if this is unshaded, this will have to be shaded, and this cannot be shaded now, because for the 2 3 clue you can never have 3 shaded cells in a straight line, right? So this is unshaded. Now you have 3 unshaded cells in that island already, so all the others will have to be shaded. 3 is fulfilled now as a tapa clue and as a island clue. This will be shaded. And one more excellent logic I found in this puzzle was, it wasn't much helpful, but maybe in the future you might come across such kind of logics in a tapa island puzzle. So for the 2 3 clue, you know that you'll have either this group or this group as 3 cells shaded, either this way or this way, and in any case this will be unshaded, right? So if you shade this cell, this will be unshaded. If you shade this cell, this will be unshaded. And another logic here with this was, as the tapa island clue, you need to have not more than 3 unshaded cells for the island. So if you shade this cell, this will be unshaded, and you have 3 cells unshaded. If you shade this cell, this will be unshaded, you have 3 cells unshaded. So whatever you do, both of these cells will have to be shaded. It's a really excellent logic, and with this logic you can construct a few more ideas and construct a very good puzzle. This is a really excellent logic, and let's see if we can continue this puzzle. So anything else? Okay, so if this goes out this way, it is possible, right? Shaded. And okay, I see something with the 6 here is, if this is unshaded, okay, if this is unshaded, you will have all these 3 cells are shaded, and you cannot have 6 unshaded cells for the island for 6, right? Not possible. So that is what's difficult. So this will be shaded, this is unshaded. Now both of these will be shaded, and this will be shaded. Again the same logic, if both of these are shaded for the 6, then you won't have exactly 6 unshaded cells for the island constraint. So this will be shaded, this is unshaded, and this is shaded, right? So you have shade this cell, this goes out for the 6 clue, this goes out for the 2 clue, and so the 2 clue is fulfilled, so all of these will be shaded, and this is unshaded, this will be shaded, right? So for the 6 now, this will be unshaded. And anything else? This is unshaded, so this will have to come out this way. So 4 clue is fulfilled, and 5 clue is also fulfilled. And if I unshade this cell, you have 6 unshaded cells for the 5 island, not possible. So this will have to be shaded, and it will have to come out. Both of these are unshaded, so 3 is also fulfilled as an island clue. This will have to be unshaded for the 5 being an island clue, and this will be shaded now, right? Nice logic. And now this whole group of shaded cell has to go out this way. Excellent. So, and both of these groups of unshaded cells cannot touch each other, so both of these will be shaded. So 4 is fulfilled in this group now, and 2 is also fulfilled, and 1 and 4 as a tapa clue is also fulfilled, and 4 is also fulfilled as the island clue. So this will be unshaded. Excellent. And this has to go out this way and this way. So this is unshaded, and this will have to be shaded for the 2 3 clue as an island and as a tapa clue. So you will have to simultaneously see both the island and the tapa clue, right? A very excellent genre, I would say. A really good idea. And let us see if we can continue this puzzle. So the whole group, okay. So for this island, if I have 4 as the island group, or maybe island number, both the 6 and 2 and 4 are touching each other. So this will have to be 2 as the island group, right? And which means that this 1 and 4 will have to be fulfilled at least by going 1 shaded cell towards the right, because both of these shaded cells cannot go down. You will form a 2 into 2 group of shaded cells, so 1 will have to go this way. And for the 4 to be fulfilled, if this is unshaded, this group of shaded cells has to go this way, and then the tapa clue is not fulfilled, right? You have 5 shaded cells continuous, not possible. So this will have to be shaded, this is unshaded, this is unshaded, this is shaded, and this is unshaded. Excellent. And this group of shaded cell will have to go up this way and this way. This is unshaded, this will have to be unshaded for the 3 as an island clue and a tapa clue. And for the 6 being an island clue, one more cell will have to be unshaded, and then you shade a cell. And with that we finish this excellent tapa island puzzle by Serkan Yürekli. What an excellent puzzle. I really love Serkan's puzzles because his puzzles are excellent, and the way he constructs, it's such a good vibe. You'll when you solve the puzzle, you'll feel like you want to solve more of his puzzles, and with such a pure logic, and the way he constructs is really excellent. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will again say that I highly recommend you to check out the contest page. It is starting on 25th, and you can give the contest, and it goes on for 5 days. So you can give the contest anytime between 25th to 30th, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.